What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. We have some crazy things that are happening right now. I kind of figured something like this was going to happen, but we're actually seeing it in real time happening right now. So if you don't know, TCGplayer is having a big sale going on right now. They have 10% off entire store credit, entire things. So you can buy anything TCGplayer, anything at all. You get 10% back. Well, what is happening is you spend, let's say you spend $200. I'm guessing you get 10% of that back in like store credit, and then you could just continually doing that. So I've been seeing what people are doing, and I've heard people going crazy on this deal. So, and if you're like a member, I think you get, 13%, I'm pretty sure, not exactly. And this still is gonna last until the 2nd of this month. Well, yeah, we're gonna see it, yeah. But it lasts until the 2nd of December. So, and we're still on, right now that I'm recording this is November 29th. So we have still like 3 days of this going on. This is gonna be very interesting to see what really happens. This is going to be wild, honestly. Like, this is kind of, and it's affecting the Pokemon boxes a lot. Like, it's affecting the Pokemon products a lot, which is good because we're kind of in good and bad. Depends which way you want to look at it, because a lot of these boxes are getting sold at way higher rates because people are getting them for a discount. Of course, people love discounts. Black Friday is an amazing time for people to kind of get discounts, especially with the Pokemon market that we've been in right now. It's been kind of crazy what's going on right now. So getting stuff for a discount is, you know what I mean, like that. Of course, people want to hop on it, and this is probably the last kind of discounts we're going to get, honestly, for a little while. So if I was you, take advantage of it. Me personally, I'm not really buying too much down here. I've already spent too much. I've already ordered some Prismatic Evolutions today. I got lucky on that. So we're going to go through some boxes here and see what's kind of going on and stuff like that. Main box, of course, we're going to start out with, of course, you already know, I haven't talked about this box in a while. Probably make a whole video going over this to see what's really going on with Surging Sparks, because I love Surging Sparks. It's such a beautiful set. I'm heavily invested into it too, so, you know. But if we see what's going on over the last month, look, you can see it, all the sales data. You can even see, look, this one thing right here sticks out. This one big thing over here. You know what I mean? Like, look at the whole month. The last month, we've kind of had some ebbs and flows. You know what I mean, like that. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. Where the boxes have sold, they've slowed down a little bit. But if we see one day massively 241 boxes are sold, you know why? Because of this deal going right now. Like I said, a lot of people are taking advantage of this. It's going to be, and we're still on the very first day of this. This literally just started today, so, or earlier today. So this is going to be interesting to see really how this plays out and how this goes. It's going to be crazy. Like, this has the chance to bring these boxes. Look, they're already selling, some of these boxes are already selling for $211, $212. Like, this box is kind of going, we'll see what happens. Like I said, this is gonna put a lot of this helps out in multiple ways. One, it takes a lot of supply off the market. People that want to get rid of their boxes, they're getting rid of them because they're getting deals on them. This is the time to be selling products on TCGplayer, and this is the time to be buying products. So both of them. But there's a thing that I want to say about this too. I was on Reddit and I was kind of going through this, and people were saying that this is like a cluster mess. You know what I mean? Like that. There's not, because people are buying cards. People are buying like raw cards and everything like that, because this goes for everything. Everything on TCGplayer is 10% back, whatever like that. So it's crazy what they're doing right now. But what they're doing is, I've heard from seller perspective and a buyer perspective. Buyer perspective, you're going to buy some of these products and these cards from these people, but you've already bought them from them again. They're kind of, you add them to cart. Some people have bought multiples of the same card from the same person. It's a whole cluster mess. And sellers, it's just, I mean, and buyers, it's like I said. So I've heard a different kind of perspective on what's been going on with this. So I've kind of been hearing this. So this is a cluster mess because it's just so many people kind of going about this right now. We can see as a sales volume. That's probably why I feel like a lot of these boxes kind of slowed down for a little bit, because they knew this was going on and they're like, hey, I'm gonna save a little bit of money, I'm gonna wait for it. The box is stagnant anyways. You see what I'm saying? The box has kind of been stagnant for a little while, so it makes sense. Like I said, we still have a lot more to go through. Paul Day Evolved, this box right here is selling like crazy. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look, 18 sales. Look how many sales was going on. Look, 4, 5, 20, 12. Boom, 291 sales. This is crazy what's going on with this. And they're only getting $13 back. You know what I mean? Like that. You're only getting 10% back. So people are really massively taking advantage of this. I mean, hey, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Like that. Like I said, me personally, I'm not doing it. But it's just interesting to see from the back end of this and seeing what's going on and how this is going to eventually affect the prices of the box. I don't think long term this doesn't really have nothing to do with it. Short term, this probably maybe have to affect with this. As we can see, the boxes have went up a little bit. You know what I mean? Because look, they're at 130, now they're at 135. Because what's happening now is, with this deal going on, is you're seeing people just buy up supply, and buy up supply. So it's kind of getting a lot of the supply off the market, and the people that want to get rid of these boxes, this is a good time for both the buyer and the seller. Like I said, there's some mess ups like that, but sealed product, I feel like it doesn't really have that kind of thing going for right now. It's kind of more of a single market that people are kind of dealing with that I've heard. Like I said, I've just been going through Reddit and kind of seeing people's perspective and reading what people have to say on this. So hey, if you're going to take advantage of this, take advantage of it. Watch out with singles. I know singles are kind of hard. Make sure you don't buy from the same person. Paradox Rift, well, Paradox Rift, we're on Paradox Rift right now. Look at the same thing, 102 sales. All these sales, look, boom, 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 and next thing you know, 102. This is kind of interesting. It's I mean, it makes sense what's going on because you're getting such a big discount. Now we're on to Temporal Forces. Look at this. Same thing. Every single Scarlet and Violet product. One day we're just boom, shoots up. Massive boxes getting sold right now. Poly Evolve is probably honestly the craziest one to me. Surging Sparks, I kind of figured that was going to happen because that's a big discount. Look, now we're on to Temporal Forces. Oh yeah, we're on Temporal Forces. Look, 183 boxes sold, and look, the highest one before this was 44 listings. You see like that? You see like a big massive thing. Like, it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? It's nice to see. Now we're going to be looking at some, what's it called? Some Sword and Shield and see how they're doing. This is affecting them too. Look, as you can see, look, this is Fusion Strike. The last was sold, look, 12, 11. Every box is getting like sold 10 to 11 orders a day. Look what did. Look at now. 50 boxes getting sold. 50 boxes. People are taking advantage of these deals. Like I said, if you're going to go out there, go and take advantage of these. But look for the right boxes that you feel good, comfortable holding long term. Evolving Skies is doing the same thing too. We see massive run up with this too. Evolving Skies get sold 1 or 2 here and there. Then boom, 11 boxes get sold. It's kind of affecting the price too. As you can see, look, the prices on these boxes have jumped up a lot because the main thing with Sword and Shield era is there's not a crazy amount of supply. Look, we'll go back to Fusion Strike and see what the sell-through rate of this is. Look, there's not that, like I said, there's not that many, and there's only 37 listings. There's not that many boxes as like Paradox Rift or Poly Evolve. Look, 59 for Paradox Poly Evolve, 56 for Sword and Shield. I mean, Temporal Forces 42. So let's go see Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks is probably big. 137 for Surging Sparks. Oh my goodness, that's a massive amount. But Surging Sparks gets sold through like crazy. Like today, literally was sold 247, 241 got sold today. You see what I'm saying? So Surging Sparks has a lot more listings on the market right now, but they're also getting sold through a lot faster than the other kind of products that are on the market. So it's kind of really, it's interesting to see. And there's one other Sword and Shield products. Like I said, you can look at every single kind of product is kind of doing the same thing. We're gonna look at Chilling Reign doing the same thing. You see 1 or 2 boxes, a couple boxes getting sold today, 9 or 10, boom, shoots up to 26. So you see boxes are getting sold mass quantities right now. So for older boxes like Sword and Shield, this is kind of a good thing because you're taking a lot of more supply off the market. This is the same thing with Scarlet and Violet era. So this is going to be kind of, like I said, this is going to, I feel like long term, this will kind of affect the price a little bit too because of let me explain what's going on here. So people are buying these in mass quantities right now. We're seeing, like I said, look, 26 of these, and you see average sold on a daily 29, like 9 to 10 boxes a day. So if somebody's buying 26 of these, and Sword and Shield has been like around for a while now, and it's at that price point, and the quantity that is about there's not that, I mean, there's some out there of course, but they're getting less and less off the market. So we're at the point with Sword and Shield where if you buy, people keep buying and buying more of it, the prices are going to go up. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield I'm going to be watching very closely. I'm not heavily invested into booster boxes. I only have, I think, Lost Origin, and I'm pretty sure that's it of Sword and Shield, so that kind of sucks. But I should look up Lost Origin too. I want to look that up. We're going to look at it here in a second because I want to see what's going on with that, because, you know, I already looked up every single box that I'm not invested into. So we're going to see what's going on with that. Like I said, this is all going to affect every box, what's going on right now. How long? Like I said, this is going to be interesting. We still have a couple of days really going on with this. Like I said, we still have 2 days, 2.5 days, 3 days. So it's going to be kind of crazy what's going on. Oh my goodness. Wow. Holy moly. Look at this. Oh my goodness gracious. 65 of these sold. And you see 15. The most was sold in the last 3 months is 14. As we can see today, 65 of these sold. Literally 5 times the amount has what's sold in the last 3 months is sold today. So this is just one day. Like I said, we still have a whole couple of days going on with this. So how these boxes play out is going to be very interesting to see what happens. Like, this is going to affect, like, Sword and Shield is going to be affected long term, I feel like, honestly, with this, because of how many boxes there is left of Sword and Shield. You see, like, you're kind of starting to dwindle down a little bit, and the prices are starting to get higher too. So that's the one thing too. But the thing too that I want to watch out for after this is there going to be a cooldown period, you know what I mean, like that, because of so many people buying these. Is there just going to be a big cooldown period, or are we still going to have, like, because you see a big run up in rates of people selling through the product right now. Is this actually going to keep consistently going? Which I don't think so at all. No, it's going to slow down because of the 10% sale, of course, but it's going to be interesting to see how the box prices and how the box sales, daily sales, kind of affect it and see what happens. The main one I'm going to be looking out for is Surging Sparks, of course, because that's a big one I'm paying really closely attention to. And I feel like Surging Sparks honestly is kind of gauging the whole entire market right now, honestly, if I want to say so myself. Like I said, there's other kind of sets that are kind of when I look at the market, but I feel like Surging Sparks is just one of the ones that you have to pay attention to, so I'm paying attention to that. Look at 151. Like I said, it's been a big run up with this, so it's going to be interesting to see really how this plays out. I'm going to be paying closely attention to this. I would too if I was you. If you're gonna go pick some boxes up, you feel like it's a good deal, hey, go ahead, do it. You mean, this is probably going to be a time if you can find boxes for decent prices or whatever you're looking for, you know what I mean, like that. So this is the time to go and buy on TCGplayer. So interesting to see how this is going to play out long term over the next couple weeks, to see really how it goes. But let me know what y'all are seeing. This is really was interesting to me. I kind of like picked up on this. I was like, wait, what? Why are these boxes? Because you know what I mean, like I was checking Surging Sparks earlier. I was like, hey, why is this box selling for? Why is there so many going on? But then I forgot about the TCG kind of thing going on. So it's interesting to see what's really going on with this. We'll see how this plays out. But let me know. It's kind of interesting to see and kind of what's going on. Crazy. People are wanting to buy products, but you just could put a little bit of discount out there and people go crazy. So hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me know what y'all think about this. See you on the next one. Peace.